Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. As you come on, state your name and your business. State your name and your business as you come on. And go ahead and share the video. Share the video and tag four of your business friends. Tag four of your business friends. I am Coach TIMERA Bell, and I'm excited about the information that I'm getting ready to provide to you on today, on this evening, or wherever you may be around the world. But come on in. Hello, hello, hello. State your name and your business. State your name and your business. And go ahead and share the video in areas where you network on your page, on your timeline, and tag four of your business friends as we dive into some amazing information on this evening. All right. Hello, hello, hello. As you come on, state your name and your business, state your name and your business. Tag four of your business friends to this video. Go ahead and press share. All right. As we go over some like amazing information on tonight, I'm super excited about the information that I'm going to be providing for you all tonight. If you have something to take notes with, please have that. Or if you have a notebook that you usually put your information into, you're going to need that tonight. All right. You're going to need that. Why? Because we're in a new month and we're doing some new things. All right. Somebody say new month, new things, right? But go ahead and share the video and make sure you state your name, where you're from and your business. Make sure you state your business name. If you have a link, you may want to put your link in the chat as well. Again, welcome, 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 everyone. I hope that your day has been going amazing. As you come on, state your name and your business. If you have a link, put the link of your business in the chat and go ahead and share the video and tag four of your business friends. We're about to go over some amazing information. And if you have a notebook or something that you take notes in, you definitely want to include that in this particular session because we're about to go over some stuff as we've entered into a new month. Right now, I'm just going ahead and sharing any networking pages you may have. You want to go ahead and share it in that as well. All right, everyone. Welcome again. I hope that you all have had an amazing day today. Also, if you have not stated the name of your business website, you want to go ahead and put that in the comment section. All right. Comment section so you can definitely network. You never know who's watching. You never know who may be in need of your service. I'm Coach TIMERA Bell. Tonight, I'm not going to be on here long, but I want you to understand some things. And right before I dive in, if you haven't shared the video, share the video. If you have not tagged 4 business partners, 4 business friends that you may have that may utilize this information, you want to do so. And also, if you don't have something to take notes with, you definitely want to take notes tonight. All right. And so I want to say welcome to June. Welcome to June. We are in the month of June. And I just want to, and remember now, while I'm talking to you tonight, I need you to talk back to me through the comments so I can get a feel of where you are, all right? Where you are. So some of you know, many of you know, whether you're watching the replay or the live, right? The replay or the live, that we're getting ready this month to get ready for the business champion. And I'm so excited about this particular program because it's going to allow many of you to really revamp your business. Not only that, it's going to allow you to establish a plan that is going to allow your business to have a solid foundation. And in that solid foundation, you will actually see your business begin to succeed greater than ever. All right. So we are in a new month. We're in the month of June. You are the 6th month of the year. That means 2021 is not done yet. I want you to say my 2021 is not over yet. My 2021 is not over yet. That means whatever your financial goal may have been at the beginning of the year, you still can accomplish that goal. Whatever you wanted to do in your business and you haven't done it, that means you still can do it. So I want you to say, my 2021 is not over yet. It's not over yet. And so we are in month number 6, right? We're in the month of June, and I want you to get fired up. I want you to get excited, and I want you to get ready. And the reason I titled this one new, because I need you to understand we're in a new month. Guess what? And you're about to have a new mindset, and you're also about to have new concepts. Okay, so you're in a new month with a new mindset and new concepts. Okay, right? A new month, new mindset, new concepts. I want somebody to say that. New month, new mindset, new concepts, right? All right, because one of the things I need you to understand, and this is so important, when it comes to your business, you got to evaluate your business. You got to constantly evaluate your business. Every single month, you got to evaluate your business. Your business is on what I call a scorecard, okay? It's on a scorecard. Now, when I played basketball, we had scorecards. What that did was, in the game that we played prior to, they had scorecards, and it let me know how many rebounds I had in that last game. It let me know how many shots I took in the last game. It let me know how many fouls I had in the last game. Well, guess what? That's just not in sports, but that's also in business. So you got to have a scorecard. You got to have something that allows you to keep up with what you have done in business. You got to have something that allows you to keep up with your losses, right? And your growth, right? You got to have something to keep up with that, especially when you've made up in your mind that you're going to accomplish something. When you made up in your mind that there are some goals that you've set, you got to make sure scorecards are available. And so I just want you to think about, right? And make sure you got something to take notes with, because there's going to be some writing taking place. And the reason some writing is going to take place is because the Bible declares in Habakkuk 2:2, you write the vision and you make it plain. He who read it will run with it, and the vision itself will speak for itself. So what I need you to understand tonight is there's some things that you need to write down on behalf of your business, so that guess what? The vision that you have for your business will begin to speak for itself as you run the play. And it will begin to speak for itself as you run the play. Plays are not just established in sports, but plays are actually established in the business arena as well. And a lot of companies are very successful because they run certain plays. And so you got to ask yourself, and I want you to answer, like I said, I want you to communicate back with me. And if you haven't shared the video, share the video, right? If you haven't tagged your 4 business friends, tag your 4 business friends. But I want you to ask yourself, how many plays have you ran when it came to your business? How many plays have you established when it came to your business? I need you to really think about that. And if you haven't done any, I want you to put in the chat, I haven't established any plays. I don't even know what you're talking about, or I kind of need help in that area, right? I want you to put it in the chat so I can know where you're standing, okay? Now, what I need you to understand is plays are very, very, very important, because throughout the month, we got to understand something. There are either 28 days in a month, and that's only 1 month, right? 1 month, right? Or it's 30 days or 31 days in a month, right? And so there are certain plays that we have to establish for our business so that we can play it. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions. Like I said, talk back to me. Now, how many of you are okay with the income that your business is producing right now? How many of you are okay with the income that your business is producing right now? All right. If you are not okay with the income that your business is bringing in, I want you to say, I'm not okay. I want you to put in the comment, I am not okay. All right. I want you to say, I am not okay. If you are not okay with the revenue that your business, the profit that your business is bringing in, I want you to say, I am not okay. All right. And the reason I need you to say that is because in where I told you to take your notes, I need you to write down tonight. I need you to write it down, write this vision down. And I need you to say this when you write it down. And I know this is a little different. I'm going to go slow because I need you to do this. So I need you to write down in wherever you're going to write it down. Now, I know some of you got you got devices where you can type. No, I actually need you to write it down. Okay. I need you to write it down. I want you to put inside of your notebook or whatever it is, I need you to put inside of here, my revenue and profit in my business is about to double. All right. So I need you to write that down. Okay. My revenue and profit in my business is about to double. After you put double, put now. So it should say my revenue and profit in my business is about to double now. So I want you to write that down. Okay. So you've written a vision for your business. You just wrote a vision for your business that whatever you're currently making, I don't care if it's I don't care if it's $5, right? I don't care if it's $1,000. I don't care if it's $5,000. You just declared, you wrote it down that your business, the revenue, but not only the revenue, but the profit. That means if you profit something, that eliminates the expenses that your business carries. So that means if your business has brought in $5,000 and the expenses is $2,500, you got to understand that means your profit doubled now. It's about to double now. That means you're no longer going to profit $2,500, but now you're going to profit $5,000. All right. And if you profit $5,000, what does that mean? That means that your revenue, right? Your revenue just doubled as well. So you don't just want your revenue to double, but you also want your profit to double, because you can bring in the income, you can have the revenue, but once you pay off the expenses, it's the profit that you're really seeking in your business, because it's the profit that's going to allow you to constantly live, right? And can I help you? When it comes to expenses, your payroll is also included in that expense. So if you're paying yourself, and whether it's a 1099, whether it's a W-2, however you may be doing it in your business, I want you to count that as an expense. I need you to look at the profit of your business, because the profit of your business is actually going to determine the expansion of your business. right? It's going to determine the expansion of your business. Some of you, right now due to COVID, we're working out of our home and things like that. But the vision that you have for your business, it may be to have your own storefront. It may be to purchase land and build from the ground up. I don't know what it is, but if that is you, you need to write it down. You need to write it down, and you need to go ahead and write those things, right? So that when you read it, you're going to run with it. But then the vision which you wrote will speak for itself. That means it's going to prophesy. It's going to come to light. It's going to flourish, but you're going to get in alignment with where you're trying to go. Okay. And so there are certain plays that you have to do. Now you have to understand. Now I'm going to talk about basketball a lot because that's the sport that I play. And it's so crazy how basketball can relate to business. All right. So when I play basketball, we have what we call 4 quarters. Okay. But at one point, it wasn't 4 quarters. It was just one big old, like 20 minutes and then another 20 minutes. Right. But it's really 4 quarters, right? When you're playing ball. Now, in business, there are 4 quarters, all right? 4 quarters, not just yearly, but monthly. So you have 4 quarters throughout the year, right? You have the 4 seasons. Those 4 seasons, or you can say every 3 months, right? Every 3 months is your quarter. And so because every 3 months is your quarter, you have to break that down in your business. So if you want your business to make 100,000 in 2021, right? Now you break it down in quarters. Don't break it down in months, break it down in quarters. Because once you break it down in quarters, then you will go back into the months and break the month into quarters, and you will know exactly how much you have to produce each month so that you can meet the goal that you're trying to reach by the end of the year. Does that make sense? If I'm helping you, just put in the comment, you're helping me right now, okay? Now, what I need you to understand, there are some things, like I said, if you don't have something to take notes, make sure you're taking notes. If you have not shared the video, share the video to your timeline, share the video to places you're networking, and tag 4 business people, business friends that you know want to be in business. Go ahead and tag them because I'm going to help you. All right. And if you're just joining in, make sure you write down my revenue and profit in my business is about to double now. My revenue and my profit in my business is about to profit now. All right. Now, so what I need you to understand is we got to work on some plays. We got to start establishing plays. Now, I need you to put in the comment, if you have a business plan, I want you to put in the comment that you have a business plan. If you do not have a business plan, do not be ashamed. I want you to put in the comment, I don't have a business plan, or just put the word no, so I can know where you're standing. All right. A lot of times people don't think business plans are important, but they are important. And in the business champion program this month, that's what we're working on. We will be working on the business plan. The reason we're working on the business plan is because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. I'm going to say that again. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. What does that mean? That means one without a plan, hello, you've already failed. So if you started a business without a business plan, right? Guess what? You don't have a map. I'm going to say that again. If you started a business without a business plan, you do not have a map. And why are maps created? Maps are created to get you to the destination in which you desire to go. Now, in today's society, we have GPSs, right? That's what we have. So you got to look at a business plan as your GPS. That means that wherever you're trying to go in your business plan is actually going to have the strategies and the concepts, somebody say new concepts, so that you can get to that place. A lot of people do not want to do business plans because they feel like it's taking up too much of their time. Well, the thing is, you're already wasting time if you don't have a business plan. So think about it. How many of you started a business maybe in 2020, or you started a business 5 years ago, you started a business last year, you started a business the year before that, right? Or whenever you started it, and you're still not where you desire to be? How many of you, and you can be honest, I mean, it's the truth. There's so many people out there that have started, but they're not where they wanted to be, right? But the thing is, if you ask them what was their initial plan, they don't have one. They don't know. And so the business plan allows you to establish a plan that then allows you to run plays. You cannot create a play until you have a plan. Okay, let me tell you. So when I played basketball, see, we knew that in order to beat the other team, we had to outdo them. We had to outdo them. And the only way we could win, watch this. Watch, I'm going to help somebody. So can you imagine playing the sport of basketball, right? You're outdoing the team, but the scoreboard says that we're losing. There are so many people in business outdoing other people. Watch this, but their scoreboard says they're losing. So even though you're working 10 times harder, you're working 80 hours a week, your scoreboard is saying that you're losing when it comes to your competition. Now watch this. When I played basketball, before we played a different team, we always evaluated our competition. We had to see who were their stronger players. What were some of the things that they were doing? This, that, and the third. So even though we would outdo them on the court, the scoreboard will announce us as the winner. So what you have to understand in business is this. When it comes to business, there is a scoreboard. Your competitors are competing with you. That's why they are competitors. That means that if you are in the beauty industry, you have competition. If you are in insurance, you have competition. Even if you have a nonprofit, you still have competition. And so you want to get to a point where your work is paying off on the scoreboard. And in business, that scoreboard deals with profit and revenue. All right. It deals with profit and revenue. And so can you imagine, some of you can, you bust your tail, you do all of this work, you do all of these things, right? And yet your scoreboard is saying, okay, my bill still can't get paid with this, right? That means you're not winning and you're trying to come up with solutions. But the business plan says this: I'm going to establish a plan that's going to allow me to meet a certain number, meet a certain purpose, meet a certain mission in my business. Now, when it comes to how I'm going to do it, my business plan is going to allow me to establish plays. When I played basketball, listen, there were plays. We couldn't play every play at the same time. We actually ran the play according to our competition. We ran the play according to who we were playing. Not every game did we have to run every play. We didn't. We didn't have to run every play every game. No, sometimes we could run the same play over and over again until it no longer worked. And what you're going to understand in business as you establish the plays needed, you're going to run those plays until they no longer work. If it does not work, you don't use it. I'm going to say that again. If it does not work, you don't use it. Now I have a question. How many of you have done the same thing over and over and over again, and you expected a different result in your business? If that is you, just raise your hand. Just say that's me, right? And you're doing it, but you're not changing the play. You're not changing what you're doing, but you're still expecting something different. And like I said, it's okay if it's you, right? Because honesty is the key here, right? Honesty is the key. How many of you have been like, I really just don't know how I'm going to get to 6 figures in my business, right? I'm just being real. We got to be real here, because the thing is, if you're doing the same thing and you're expecting a different result, what do they say? An insane person, a person that does the same thing over and over again, they expect a different result. It doesn't work that way. So there's some different things that you have to do. Now, this is something that I tell people. I know you know your worth. Okay. I know you know your worth. Remember, make sure you got your notes. Okay. I know you know your worth. I know you know your value. How many of you are new in business? If you're new in business, raise your hand. How many of you are new in business? And again, if you haven't shared, make sure you press that share button, share it on the timeline, share it in the business, groups that you are connected to, and tag 4 amazing business partners. All right. How many of you are new in business? All right. So this is the thing. People that are new in business, you have to understand it's a system. Business has a system. And I'm using basketball because, believe it or not, I'm finna help somebody, okay? Now, when you play basketball, you go to college, right? I go to college, I play college basketball, right? All right. So when I go in as a freshman, freshman means fresh. You're new. You're new in business. That's what it means. You're new. Okay. So when you go, watch this, right? When you go in business, right? And you're new, you got to do something. You got to do some things different. Not everybody, but some people do. All right. Something to help you. So when I came into college as a freshman, I remember as a senior in my high school, I told them when I go to college, I'm starting as a freshman. The response to my team members in high school was, "You're crazy. You're dreaming. We're not, you better hope you don't redshirt. Okay. You ain't starting as a freshman." I said, "I bet you I started as a freshman." Right. So I went in and I started as a freshman. Do you want to know why I started as a freshman? This is why I started as a freshman. I was going to start as a freshman regardless, because two other people that played and some of the other ones that were coming in did not show up. So there were previous people that played my position that were older, right? They didn't come back the next year. So it was an automatic for me to start. Automatic. Oh my God. Have y'all ever seen someone go into business and they automatically, boom, start booming, right? That does not happen every day, though. It doesn't happen every day, right? So watch this. So then I get into, go into the arena. I still don't know what I'm getting myself into. I have no idea what my position requires. I don't know. All I know is I spoke it and I got it. But at the same time, I regretted it at first because I was like, man, maybe I should just sat on the bench a while and learned. I needed to learn. But because of the situation and the circumstance, I had to act not like a freshman. I had to act more like a more mature player that has played on the collegiate level, right? And I did not realize that until my first game. Now, why am I saying this? Some of you come in business and you don't even know what you're getting yourself into. You got in your mind, I'm going to be successful. This is going to be great. But you don't understand the concepts of owning your own business. And the minute the game starts, you're like, wait a minute, time out. What did I really get myself into? Because now you're playing against people that are more mature than you. You're playing against people that are more advanced than you. I'm telling you, when I played my first college basketball game, I played in Alaska against a team in California. And guess what? They were more advanced than me. I'm a freshman on the court playing against seniors who've been playing this game longer than me, playing on the collegiate level longer than me, and I'm looking like an amateur. Why am I looking like an amateur? Because even though I wanted to start as a freshman, I did not know that the collegiate level was so much different than when I played in high school. And so I was like, whoa. I think I moved too fast, right? And so what happens is some of you have gotten into business and you think, oh, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to boom, because in the workplace, you were a success. In the workplace, oh, you had it going on. Workplace and business are two different things. When you own your own business, it's a whole different ball game. It's a different game, baby. And because of that, you have to make sure you have a business plan. You got to make sure you have a business plan. If you don't have a business plan, you don't have nothing to go back to the drawing board with. You don't know. And so what happens is, a lot of people get into the business, watch this, and they get ahead of themselves. What do I mean when I say that? Your fees, you're charging the amount that somebody that's been in your industry 5 years is charging. Now, this is the problem. They have the clientele. You don't. They don't know you. They don't know you at all. but yet you're charging the amount that someone that's been in your industry 5 and 10 years is charging, and you're expecting to succeed right out of the gate. No, that is not business. That's not business at all. Why? Because you are trying to build a clientele. You don't have a clientele. I hope I'm helping you. If I'm helping you, just say you're helping me. All right. Now, you don't have a clientele. So you have to understand that, guess what? When you first get in business, you're actually charging below value. The only reason you're charging below value is because you have to build your clientele. You have to build it. Why? Because there are competitors that are more mature than you, they're more advanced than you, and they have better quality than you. I know some of you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. It is the truth. I know celebrities right now that are be on social media and they charge cheaper than what some people that are new in business charge. Why? Because numbers don't lie. Numbers add up fast. Can I help you? The smaller the number, oh man, can I help? I'm going to help somebody. If you start your business off okay, this is the first thing I want you to understand. I got to slow down. So this is the first thing I want you to understand about business, okay? When you start your business, the people that are drawn to you are on the level that you're on. I'm going to say that again. The people that are drawn to you are on the level that you are on. My best way to explain this is this. When I went into the graphic design business, I was not a great graphic designer, right? So the people that purchased from me were people that just started out in business, and I had a fee in which someone new in business could afford. I didn't even want clients. Can I help y'all? I did not want clients that had history, or they have been in business for so many years, because I knew that if I got them, I would have to come in a greater way in which I was coming. I would have to be more advanced than what I was. I knew that. I understood that. Right? I understood that. And so because of that, I knew, wait a minute, time out. There were times when I first got in business, I had to literally say, I'm not able to serve you. Why? Because I'm talking about, say for instance, a big church came to me and we needed you to do the graphics, and a lot of people will be like, yes, no. Why? Because my first impression is my last impression. And if I know I don't have the quality needed for a mass, a mass or the masses, right? I'm not going to accept it until I have the quality. Because if they are the masses, if they're already big, they already know what kind of quality they want. And if your first impression is horrible, you lost a client that you could potentially have in the future when you're ready. And so what you got to understand is, when you're new in business, the people that are drawn to you are people that are just starting out. And so the thing is, I know you want to be a millionaire. I know you want to make 6 figures. I know this. But the thing you have to understand is, you still got to climb. You have to climb. Somebody say, I still got to climb. Why? Because you're no better than the other person that had to climb. You're no better. Some of the greatest in business, some of the greatest in corporate, when you hear their story, they did not become who they were overnight. It took 20, 30, 40 years for them to get there. It didn't take 1 year. It didn't take 5 years. And so you have to understand that. But the only way you will understand that is if you created a plan, because it's a business plan that actually allows you to sit back and make your business realistic instead of you just dreaming. I'm going to say that again. The business plan allows you to make your business realistic opposed to you just dreaming. That's why a business plan takes time. It takes time because you got to understand it takes time to succeed in business. It takes time to succeed in business. You know, I tell people all the time, one of the first businesses I started, all I needed was like 2 or 3 clients and all my bills were paid. I would make like $2,000 in 1 month just from 2 or 3 clients. But what I did not tell people was I went in business with my mother. I went in business with my mother, who in that industry that we went into had over 20 years of experience. I knew that if I wanted it to be a success, I needed someone who had history. I needed someone who was actually that had the experience that I did not have. And so the first business that I actually got incorporated, I went in business with my mom. And so I saw the success of that business because I had a more mature person as a partner. And so what you have to understand is, if you're not willing to get a partner that's more advanced, you got to realize you got to climb. You got to climb. And in that climbing, you may sweat. In that climbing, you may get tired. In that climbing, you may cry because you're not making the amount of money that you need to make. But what you have to understand is you may even have to work harder. But if you want to build your clientele, you're going to have to establish a business plan. And in the business plan, it's going to allow you to realize that, guess what? If you're new in business, if you're within the 1 to 3 year mark in business, you need to decrease your prices. You need to decrease your prices if you want to build your clientele. If you want to build your customer base. Why? I'm not saying your quality is not there. What I'm saying is your competition is more advanced. They're already established. And one thing about great customer service, it doesn't matter when you go up on your price. If your customer service is great, they're going to stay your customer. When I started my graphic design business in 2015, I started at a price, and every year I went up. And guess what? My clients, I lost a few, but I gained more. And there are a lot of clients I started with that I still have today. Why? Because they will tell you my customer service is amazing. And when I'm training people to work my customer service, I'm training people to do my calls for me, I'm training them with the same concept, because when I look at my business plan already has the format. My first business that I established, I knew that I had to partner with my mom after I did the business plan. I didn't start the business until my business plan was complete, because I was in my undergrad studies and I was working on a business plan. And a lot of people in my class, when they were doing it, they would just come up with something. I don't believe in wasting time. I am not going to just come up with something and do a business plan. No, because I already know I'm an entrepreneur at heart. So what I did was I sat and I thought, and I established my first business, and I've completed in 2 months my business plan. But it was after I established my business plan that I realized that I needed to hire someone with experience if I wanted to make a certain amount of money, and I did not want to work a lot of hours. I knew that, and that's exactly what I did. I followed the plan of my business plan. I still have it. Therefore, because I still have that plan, I can still birth that business. I can still produce that business. That business is literally sitting on the shelf, and guess what? It's going to come off the shelf because I did not create that plan for it to fail. Because when you create a plan, it doesn't fail. It will succeed. It doesn't matter if you put it back on the shelf or not. That plan is already established. It's no longer a dream. Now it's written, and it has the ability to become reality. You have a lot of people, and I'm going to pause, slow down a little bit, because I know I can go real fast. If you haven't shared the video, share the video. If you haven't, tag 4 business friends. Tag 4 business friends. Now, I'm going to ask this question. How many of you are dream chasers? If you are a dream chaser, just raise your hand or put in the comment me. If you are a dream chaser, raise your hand or put in the comment me. Right? And I'm going to wait for you to respond. And again, if you haven't shared, click that share button for me and go ahead and tag. All right? Go ahead and tag. But if you're a dream chaser, I want you to say me. I want you to say me if you're a dream chaser. All right? Let's see. Any dream chasers in the building? Woo woo. Any dream chasers in the building? All right. Now, What I need you to understand is this. I learned this terminology years ago, and and this comes from experience. I hear a lot of people say they're dream chasers. The focus that I use, if you follow me, you already know. You don't need to chase a dream. Why? Because if you chase a dream, it's not a guarantee that you'll catch up with the dream. All right. You need to go ahead and put dream achiever. So I want you to write in your notes where you have your notes. I want you to put I am. Come on. I want you to put I am a dream achiever, okay? I want you to put, I am a dream achiever. That's what I want you to put. So you have already decreed and declared, wrote it down, that you are a dream achiever. Now, watch this. Now, when it comes to business, I'm really finna help some of you. How many of you are determined to be in business based off of what you are passionate about? How many of you desire to be in business based off of what you are passionate about? If that is you, I want you to say me. I want you to say me. All right? I want you to say me. If you're that person that the business you choose, you're choosing a business based off your passion. Based off your passion. I want you to say me. I want you to say me. All right, we got one me. Who else? Who else? Come on. Come on. If you're going into business based off what you're passionate about, I want you to say me. All right, we got another me. We got another me. Me, right? Me. Awesome. Most people, okay. I got to make sure I say this correctly, okay? Me. Oh, I'm loving the me's. Yes, me, right? Most people, right, that do not, and I don't want to step on nobody's toes, okay? But most people that do not have an entrepreneurship background, right? They go into business based off of their passion, okay? Their passion. That's what they go into the business for, right? Successful businesses are not established based off passion. They're established based off profit. I'm going to say that again. Successful businesses are not established based off passion. They're established based off profit. What am I saying? Whatever you're passionate about is as if you're not working. So that means you can actually do it for free, right? You can do it as a hobby. And because of that, it's kind of hard mentally. Come on. Yes, they can have both, but watch this. It's hard for them to become disciplined in it. Disciplined in it. Now, do you think the person that opened the furniture store because they were passionate about furniture? Do you think the person that opens a furniture store because they are passionate about it? Or do they open a furniture store because after doing research, they notice that people change up their furniture in their house after a certain period of time? So even though they're buying from you today, they'll be back in 3 years, or they'll be back in 5 years to buy from you again. Now, second question, do you think the person that started the dollar store is passionate about dollar products? I want you to answer it. Do you think the person that started the dollar store is passionate about dollar products? Or did they establish the dollar store because of the profit and the revenue that it would bring? Now, watch this. And this is why I'm telling y'all this. When you establish a business based off of, watch this, profit instead of passion, you will actually trust people enough to hire people. A lot of times when you go in business based off passion, you don't trust that other people can do the job because there is so much passion in it. So if you are a designer and you design clothes and you love to design clothes, right? You will stay a mom and pop designer and you will be the only one designing it because it's hard for you to let someone else come in with their own taste, opposed to someone starting a fashion line that has no desire for fashion. They will hire designers Watch this. Designers love what they do. So they will hire designers to work in their business. They'll hire designers to work in their business and they'll pay payroll. And now they just have a business. So a lot of times, this is what happens. When you start a business based off your passion, you remain self-employed. You never hire people. You never produce a business that you can plant in different states or cities, things of that nature, because your mindset is, I'm doing this because I love it. No, you go in business so that you can create jobs. Okay, am I making sense here? You start a business not with the mindset that I get to do what I love. No, you start a business so that you will have the opportunity to have more time on your hand so that you can do what you love and still make money. What you love can be a hobby. Okay, but you want to establish a business so that you can hire people, they do the work, and you just pay the payroll. How do I know this? I watched my dad do it for years. I watched my dad do it for years. My dad owned 7 businesses. I watched him and I used to say he don't do absolutely nothing. All he did was start businesses. The only one that he did and he still do is the one that he was passionate about, and that's DJing. And guess what? In that business, he's self-employed. He doesn't have no employees because he loves to DJ. He loves to DJ and he's not going to give that to anybody. He's not going to give it to anybody because he loves it. The rest of his businesses, it had nothing to do with passion. It had everything to do with profit. And so he established 6 other businesses and he hired people and he paid them and he did absolutely nothing. And when it came to the thing that he loved, which is DJing, right? He doesn't have no employees in his DJing business but himself because he loves it. Because a lot of times when you love something, it's hard to give it up. It's hard to extend it. It's hard to give somebody an opportunity to work it. So you have to understand, a lot of times, that's why you're like, what's going on? Wait, but if you establish the business plan, you will then see whether or not you're in the business for yourself or you're actually in the business for profit or to solve a problem. You got to understand that. I asked someone this a while ago. I had a session with a young lady and I asked her, I said, why do you want to do what you do? And she said, because I want to make a difference. I said, okay. I said, so you don't want a business, you want a nonprofit. And she said, what do you mean? I said, because I asked you, why do you want to do what you do? And her response was, because I want to make a difference. Well, if you want to make a difference, that's not a business, that's a nonprofit. Business is not about making a difference, it's about making a profit. McDonald's don't care about making a difference, they care about making a profit. See, once you start understanding that, you'll say to yourself, man, I need to get a business plan, because the business plan will then allow you to see realistically where your business will be in the next 5 years. Because at that point, now I know a lot of people are like, I don't want to do a business plan because it takes too much time. Well, can you imagine only 2 months or 5 months, right? Doing a business plan and you're not doing nothing. You're just evaluating, establishing that business plan. And then you find out along doing the business plan that if you start this business, it's actually a setup. It's a setup for you not to have a profit. Some businesses are not for profit. I'm going to tell you that some businesses are not established for profit. They're just not. If you got to understand, if you're so eager to make a difference, you're not eager to make a profit. That's a nonprofit. You know, I always tell people I'm a pastor, I'm in ministry, but I'm not in ministry to make money. No, I'm in business to make money. I'm in ministry to make a difference. I'm in ministry to save souls. I'm not in it for money. No way. Are there pastors that are full-time that make money in it? Yes. But when you come from an entrepreneurship background, that ain't business. Business says I'm in it to make a profit. I ain't in it to do all that. I'm just being real. I'm being real. In my graphic design business, I'm gonna be real. It's not about making a difference in my client's life. It's about solving a problem for them so that they can do what they want to do. If they want to make a difference, I'm here to serve them so they can make the difference. But that's not my job. That's their job. And so you have to understand, what is it that your business do? And then from there, you say to yourself, I got to reevaluate. But many times what's happening is you're not at the place that you want to be in business because you don't even have a plan. You don't have a plan. You never stop to make a plan. That is the first step to starting a business. That's before you even get the EIN number and incorporate it. You're supposed to have a business plan before you got all that, right? Because the business plan is the map. It's the map, and you have to understand that. And so once you do that, then you can create plays in order to win. I mean, you want to win, right? You want to win. I always tell people this. When I played basketball, we worked in seasons, okay? We worked in seasons. During football season, we conditioned. I used to hate it. It sucked. I always say that's the business plan. I really do. Because a lot of people don't want to do a business plan because it's horrible to them, right? It takes too long. Man, conditioning season was like 3 months. And I'm like, man, I ain't picked up a basketball yet. I remember when I first went on the collegiate level, I used to say, what's the purpose of this? I asked that question so much to my coach. Why are we doing this? What does got to do with basketball? Because when I played in high school, we didn't have to do all that. What they do that at? But then I get on the collegiate level. Why are we doing this? What does this have to do with playing basketball? Why have we picked up a basketball yet? Right? I had no idea that it was the conditioning part that actually got us ready. See, we already knew how to use a basketball. If we didn't, we wouldn't be playing on the collegiate level. We already knew that. See, the thing is, you already know your gift. You already know what you're good at. But you got to be conditioned in order to be elevated and in order to win in it. You know this. So the thing is, now you got to have that plan, because that plan is going to let you know whether or not what you're good at is really just a hobby or it's actually something that can produce profit for you. Because in the business plan, then you will see what's working out in your environment. Because in the business plan, you're going to know if you're in Macon, Georgia, right? If you're in South Carolina, if you're in Texas, you're going to know who you're working with. Because in the business plan, it's going to tell you how much the majority are willing to spend. And you're going to actually make your prices according to what the majority of the clientele you will have will actually be willing to spend. Some of you are pricing stuff that you wouldn't pay for. Oh man, I just helped some of y'all right there. Some of you have prices that you would not pay for today. How do I know you wouldn't pay for it? Because you don't even have a coach. You don't have a coach, a business coach. Hello. You won't even invest in your own business. And yet you expect somebody to pay the prices that you charge. If you can't pay the price you charge, why in the world do you think people that know nothing about you will pay the price you charge? You got to be realistic. And the business plan helps with that, because the business plan will tell you, okay, right now, starting out, you're gonna price it at $25. You're gonna price it at $5. But in year 3, it's gonna go up. Or year 2, it's going in the business plan, it show you year 2, you're going to double it. You're going to double it, because by year 2, your clientele is going to double. You're going to lose some, but your clientele going to double. I'm telling you, the business plan don't lie. I watched it happen in my business. I went up in price. I lost customers. I gained more customers. Okay. I gained more customers. Why? Because my quality, it advanced. My name, it got out there. This is another thing. And I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm giving this to y'all, okay? Now, how many of you are in business and you promote that you are the owner of your business? If that's you, just raise your hand and say, me. How many of you are in business and you promote that you're the owner of your business? How many of you are not in business but desire to be in business, and when you get in business, you're going to promote you're the owner of your business? How many? Come on, raise your hand if it's you. You ain't got to be ashamed. Raise your hand. Come on. Okay, I got a me. Come on. If that's you, just say me. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Who is the owner of McDonald's? Who's the owner of Burger King? Who's the owner of Subway? Who's the owner of Turner's Furniture? Who's the owner of Haverty's Furniture? Who's the owner of the airport? What I begin to realize is a lot of times what people don't understand, but you'll learn this in experience. Experience is going to teach you this. When people find out that you're the owner of a business, they know at that point you can adjust the prices. So what'll happen is they'll be like, okay, girl, you the owner. Discount that, discount that. But if they look at you as an employee, okay, an employee, they will respect your business, okay? I always tell people, my clients, the only people that know I own the business I own are the people I coach. My clients think that I am an employee, okay? Because when they start asking the question, can I get a discount? Ma'am, due to company policies, we're unable to do that. You will not know that I'm the owner, okay? I don't need you to know that I'm the owner because I don't need you to take advantage of the fact that I'm the owner. See, when people know that you own something, they'll take advantage of you. They'll try you. They'll do all these different things, okay? So you have to say to yourself, no, I just work for the company. You have to be, that's one of the things my dad taught me. My dad taught me that. My dad didn't have none of his name. His name wasn't nowhere on none of his businesses. None of them. He didn't want people to know that he owned it. Because when people think that you own something, they think they can get discounts. They think they can get half off. They think they get all that. No. I just work for the company. That's it. That's all I do. I just work for the company. It's okay. Okay? It's okay. What you got to understand is you'll learn if you're not doing it. You'll have more people come to you. You'll have your clientele will build. It will grow when people think that you work for the company as an employee. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. It really is. I'm telling you, that will help you, okay? It will help you. If this is helping you, just put you're helping me, all right? Put you're helping me. Now in your notebook, if you don't have your notebook, get you a little notebook, right? And if you haven't wrote it down, put my revenue and profit in my business is about to double now. It's about to double now, all right? And then I want you to put, I am a dream achiever. I am a dream achiever. The next one that I want you to put is, I'm not settling for self-employed, okay? I want you to put that. I want you to put, I am not settling for self-employed. See, I'm doing it with you. For self-employed, because I'm a business owner, okay? Because I'm a business owner. Now, I have a question. How many of you think self-employed and business owner are the same thing? If you think it's the same thing, just say me. Say me. How many of you think self-employed and business owner are the same thing? I just want you to put me in the comment. And don't worry about what people think. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when you own a business and you a boss and you trying to get somewhere in life, the last thing you need to worry about is what people think. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that now. So many people are hindering their lives because they are so worried about what people think. If you ever get delivered from people and what they think, you will shoot through the roof. Everything you touch will prosper. A lot of people are not walking into prosperity because they're so concerned about what people think. All right. Now, many people think self-employed and business owner are the same. They're not the same. Self-employed means you own a job. That means you only get paid when you work. Business owners means you have ownership. You actually hire employees. You cut checks. That's what you do. That means you do not have to work because other people are working for you, and yet money is still coming in. So you can be in Puerto Rico, okay? You can be in France, and you're still making money because you are a business owner. That is what you want to become. A lot of self-employed individuals call themselves business owners. That's actually incorrect. You're not a business owner if you're self-employed. You are self-employed. You just own a job. That's it. Instead of you working a job and having a guaranteed check coming in, now you own a job. And the only thing that guarantees that check is if money's coming in. Okay? You want to become a business owner where you write the check. All right. Now, so you all, I am excited. I'm Coach TIMERA Bell, Coach TIMERA Bell. And if I have helped you tonight, I just want you to put you've helped me. All right. Put you've helped me. All right. And so I'm on here again. If you have not shared the video, share and tag 4 amazing business partners or business friends that you have. All right. Because this is going to be helpful for them. You all, we have started the business champion for the month of June and July. And during this, we're actually working on the business plan. If you would like to become a part of the Business Champion program, I want you to click the link that you see in this video. Click the link and go ahead and register. The information is on there. You will actually pick the one that you want. You will pick the one that you want. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you have to invest in your business. If you want your business to be successful, you got to invest in it. All right. You got to invest. You got to invest in your business. When you invest in your business, hold on one second, you all. Hold on one second. When you invest in your business, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. All right. So when you invest in your business, I want you to understand, whatever you invest in your business, guess what? It will be given back to you in your business. That's how it works. You know how they say you give and it shall be given to you. You have to be willing to put into your business in order to receive in your business. All right. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand that. So click the link. You pick the one that you want. I'm going to tell you now, it's an investment. It's actually, the price is right. That's how I look at it, because it's supposed to be way more than that. I'm going to tell you. Now, if you're that person that's saying, no, I don't want to do the business champion right now, but I do want to schedule a one-on-one with you, and I want to strategize about my business, guess what? I want you to click the link and schedule that one-on-one session. Schedule that one-on-one session so we can get your business up and running and rolling. But I'm going to tell you now, if you don't have a business plan, that's the first thing you need to do. That's the first thing you need to do. And you're going to be glad that you did it. You're going to thank me that you did it. And I'm telling you, your whole mindset to your business is going to change. If you want your business to expand, the business plan is where you start. You all, again, I'm Coach TIMERA Bell. If you have not liked my page, go to TIMERA L. Bell, click the link and like my page. You can also check out my website at www.timeralbell.com. You all, if you haven't shared, make sure you share the video. If you haven't tagged 4 business partners, make sure you tag those 4 business partners. You all have a great evening, a blessed evening. And remember, you're a winner. You just got to get in alignment for the win. God bless you all. Thank God for each and every one.